China! So fucking what? When USA makes an anime-like show, everyone calls it a rip-off. When French and Italians are establishing multimedia brands with a certain stylistic, barely anyone registers it. But when China does it, it's somehow more special. It's like the Dream Daddy game everyone's talking about. Its theme is literally the only thing that differentiates it from thousands upon thousands of similar projects, yet people are pissing their pants about it like they've never heard of visual novels before, both fans and haters. Well, thankfully, I am not so easily fooled, and the only difference between Chinese and Japanese cartoons to me is that one speaks watashi mashi nashi kashi dashi gaijin and the other chun chan chin chun dun da la bai. The King's Avatar is a 12-episode donghua about Chinese pro-gaming scene and how McDonald's is the ultimate food and everyone should buy it, especially that green ice cream thing that looks like they clamped some seafood in it. The plot here is as follows. There's this game called Glory, a first-person action MMO that is most accurately can be described as a mix of Lineage 2 and a fighting game, so don't be too confused when they start to comment about APM and whatnot. In fact, if you're not a gamer, just get used to the fact that half of the rules and limitations will probably make little sense to you. Don't worry, they made a little sense to me as well, and I fucking played MMOs in my days. Our main character, the grin of a serial rapist, also called Xu Ye, was the most popular and famous player in China, with skills so massive he was practically untouchable, but unfortunately in sports your skills have the least value. And after getting kicked out of his team, he decides to do the most logical thing, create a new character on a newly opened server and troll the ever-living crap out of every person there with his mad skills, training a team of talented noobs in the process. And if you're thinking right now, so Sword Art Online then, I'm probably going to disappoint you, but no, this is not SAO or any of the trapped in a video game Japanese anime, this is a sports anime. It uses the same cliches and the same narrative structure as your Yuri's on Ice and that Berserk basketball anime, so be prepared for all these secondary characters to cramp your view space and generally serve as a future fanfiction fodder. The graphics are pretty standard for a conventional donghua, although some of the viewers used to Japanese animation probably won't like the fact that the characters' personalities are basically hard-coded into their expressions, and the fact that the transitions between 3D and 2D are so painfully obvious I even recognize the engine they've made those models in. The music is good, from the opening and the battle themes to the ending. However, the opening and the ending will only sound good to you if you never heard Chinese songs before, and the battle music, no matter how good it is, quickly becomes repetitive in almost every episode due to how much fighting it features. The fighting itself looks cool, but in the same manner Super Smash Bros. Looks cool. All style, no substance, flashing colors everywhere, and it all ends in the same way. And finally, the biggest bugbear of mine, the world building and the game itself. Clearly not the main theme of it all, but at least most others never made any fuss about it. Here, not only we have a game whose mechanics constantly jump from one genre to another, but also just look fairly impractical for what it tries to do. Why does the interface has these abilities when the game is clearly first-person action, as all the characters seem to do all the time is furiously hammering their respective directional buttons and swing their mouses in an epic way? Why does every single major guild in the server tries to kill our main hero even though not only they know that he's miles ahead of them all, but also clearly did nothing wrong by the game rules? Why does this character is all surprised when a girl avatar is talking in a male voice? Why do these characters say that Shuya shit talks them even though never once he mentioned someone's mom? Where did this bastard came from? For all their supposed interactions, never once Shuya even mentioned him before. And finally, why do all of these characters have such weird names like Steam Bun Invasion, Chasing Haze, Soft Mist, Total Darkness, etc.? Man, Chinese are some sad, humorless motherfuckers if that's how their gaming scene looks like. But yes, it is a Chinese game. If you expect any sort of creativity from their naming, then boy do I have some awesome Hollywood property I would like to sell to you.